Music Access. That's right, I'm gonna admit it, I got a little sidetracked yesterday. So, I talked about Taeyang and Minhyorin dating during the opening yesterday and I congratulated the happy couple, but around 20, maybe 30 minutes afterwards, I felt like there was a hole in my heart and I couldn't explain my feelings. I was happy for the couple but also envious and then felt a little empty, and that's why I got a little sidetracked. I couldn't really explain the emotions at the time, but now I know what happened yesterday. According to the famous journal Science, loneliness has around twice the impact as an early death as obesity. Oh no, loneliness has twice the impact on early death as obesity. Early death, twice the impact. So if we're lonely, we're gonna die early? I think I might get more sidetracked today. What's up? The first song you heard today, Thursday, June 4th, 2015, was Love Drunk by Bozai Girls and What Is Up, Music Access, Bros and Sisses. So, we just talked a little bit about loneliness and how, according to a famous science journal, loneliness has around twice the impact on an early death as obesity, which is crazy. So we're talking about emotions ending up having an impact on health as well. So you guys, remember, if you ever feel lonely, all you need to do is tune in on Music Access and we'll have happy times. Because I'm always happy, most of the time. Yep, like right now. Anyways, so let me tell you what's up for today. For the first hour, we have our daily corner that'll allow you guys to travel back in time, Time Traveler's Mailbox, and All About Music Quiz Season 2 Benji style in store. And in the second hour, we'll be back with our Thursday guest, Kihoon for Obla Di Obla Da. Now here's how you can listen and participate. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone, and you can also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your messages there on our message board. You can also see our broadcast in real time. Yeah. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. And remember, if you have any songs you want to hear today or a song you want to let someone hear as a gift, send those requests onto our message board under the subject title Request. Alright, we'll come right back after a song for Message Time. The song is How We Do by Rita Ora. We're back, and we just heard How We Do by Rita Ora. And now it's time to listen to your guys' messages with message time. And we have Shreya Talukdor from Bangladesh starting off by saying, Benji, you're not lonely. At least you have all listeners. Especially always remember that I'm with you. Have a nice day, Benji. I'm already enjoying your voice. Thank you. You know, I can never be lonely because I always have my panda right here, my son. And we also have our listeners. You know, you guys are the reason why I do radio. And, you know, when you guys listening, of course, I can never feel lonely, right? Because even though I'm hugging nothing, I'm hugging all of you. That was very deep. And we have Jenny from the USA saying, hey, Benji, tuning in at work because I'm still stuck at work, unfortunately. Last night I left work around 3:30 a.m. and I was so tired when I got back home. Hopefully I'm not stuck here too late again. Benji, save me, 제발. Alright, I'm sending you brainwaves. Okay, are you getting the brainwaves? You are getting very energized. Time is going faster, and boom. Alright, now work has ended. Congratulations. Have a safe trip home. Drive safely, or, whether it, you take the subway or however you get home. And when you get home, get a cup of hot chocolate, because it'll make you feel so much better and help you sleep very well. We got Mara from the USA saying, don't be lonely, you have us. Well, also you have your members and hopefully one day a nice girlfriend. Love the hat, by the way, you look so cute. I kinda wanna pinch your cheeks. Bucket hats! I like bucket hats. This is a very cool bucket hat that I found somewhere. But a nice girlfriend? No, this is not the time for dating. This is the time for focusing on music. Dating can happen way, way later. Right now, gotta focus on BIG, getting the music up, all that stuff. But thank you so much for, at least giving the hope. We've got Maud from Thailand saying, hello, Ben DJ, how are you today? I'm so happy because these days I can tune into MA, and I just realized that you said I love you in several languages, but you never say it in Thai. Do you know how we say that? If the boy wants to say I love you to a girl, he'll say Pom rak kun, and on the other hand, chan rak kun is used by the girls. So Benji oppa chan rak kun, have a nice day. P.S. Today, our style is so cool. I like it. Thank you. I'm trying out my new hip hop look. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that's interesting. That it's different than in terms of how you say it in Thai for guys versus girls. So I'm guessing Fom and Chan are kind of gender specific terms. I'm not quite sure about that, but let me know. I'm really curious about that. And we have Leon Teo from Singapore saying, what do you mean you're lonely, huh? We're here listening to you. You won't be lonely unless you treat us as invisible. I hope not. Anyway, since you get tongue-tied when Park Shin-hye is mentioned, why don't you try to get to know her and be friends? Oh my gosh, first of all, I want to say thank you guys for being so supportive and sending in messages. Being lonely, it was kind of like it was kind of a half jokingly said, but because you guys are so supportive, first of all, it fills me up with so much emotion, and I want to say thank you so much for tuning in, and always thank you so much for being so supportive. And when it comes to Park Shin-hye, no, she's a very respected actress that I like very much. But as it is now, like I just said, focusing on the music, focusing on raising my son, and if I ever get a chance to meet Park Shin-hye in person, I will be very, very respectful. And yeah, that's it. So, thank you so much to everyone for being so supportive, and thank you for all your messages. Now let's listen to a song before we come back with Time Traveler's Mailbox. The song is First Flight Home by Jake Miller. Time Traveler's Mailbox. Our special daily corner, Time Traveler's Mailbox, will let all of you bring back special memories by revisiting your past. First, write down the date that you want to time travel to, then let us know why you chose that date and where you'll be, what you'll be doing, who you'll be with when you travel in time. If you want to participate, just write time travel on your title and leave us your message on our message board. And now let's check out our first time traveler, Leon Teo from Singapore. I want to fast forward the time to June 19th. That's when my friend Krista from Indonesia will be visiting me in Singapore. Woohoo! Can't wait, we're going to Sentosa to visit a wax museum with celeb wax figures like MJ and go to Insadong Food Street. Kikiki, a fake one though, in Singapore. It will be lots of fun. Benji, you should come to Singapore too. I would like to see you and show you around. Wow, June 19th, so your friend's gonna come visit, just kind of like my friend Tyler came to visit. I want to visit Singapore actually, because I heard Singapore is super, super clean. They have a lot of great food. And I just heard Singapore, I only hear good things about Singapore. It's crazy. And Tasha's from Singapore too. And she's telling me a lot about how the food is like amazing and like just everything. The vibe there is great. And the wax museum, I've been to one before, and it's actually very, 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 very kind of scary. Because it's crazy how realistic the figures are, you know? Some of the figures are actually so real that like you turn around and you bump into something and you say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then there's no response, and they just kind of stare at you and you're like, I mean, dang, I said I'm sorry. And then you realize it wasn't a real person at all. It was a wax figure, and just like, wow, it blows your mind how crazy it is. But yeah, I mean, I hope you have fun with your friend. I'm sure you'll have a great time. And don't forget to introduce her to all the greatest aspects of Singapore when she's there. Alright, now let's check out a song and come back with another message for our time travelers mailbox. The song is One More Night by Maroon 5, requested by Thailand's Melody Pick. We are back, and we just heard One More Night by Maroon 5. Now, let's meet our second time traveler for Time Traveler's Mailbox, and it's Kirsten from the USA. Starting off by saying, let's go back to 6 years ago. Since I'm starting back up with field season, we'll go back to my first legit field job. It was during the summer, living and working in the woods doing trail work for 5 weeks. It ended up being one of the most difficult experiences of my life up to that point, but I learned and grew so much. It wasn't exactly a science job, but it prepared me so well for working outside. I'm looking forward to all the experiences yet to come, all started with those 5 weeks in the summer of 2009. Oh, I can tell you a story about my summer. So let's go back to the summer of, 2007. That was the first music camp that I did, where I was away from my parents for about 6 weeks. So it was a 6-week intensive music program that I did, where there's a dorm, and I was 15 at the time, and I was super exciting, and that was the first time I really got to know classical music in terms of on a much grander scale, because up to that point, I've been doing music festivals and such, in the Seattle area where I was from, but that was a camp where, you know, people from all over the world came, and just the level there was incredible. You know, there's so many amazing performers there, and similar to what your experience was like, it was one of the most difficult experiences of my life up to that point, but I think it kind of prepared me a little bit for working in that classical music field, because seeing all these amazing people made me want to work harder, and at the same time, it made me realize that the music world is a lot bigger than it seems. And I feel like in order to know that, you need to go outside and just see what the world has to offer. And that's something that's really important. So, you know, Kirsten, it's great that you had an experience like that. And now it's back up with field season. Don't forget to always keep that field attitude going. Yeah. And I hope all of you guys fill up our mailbox for tomorrow's Time Traveler's Mailbox. If you missed the date to congratulate someone or to propose to your loved one for the future, or if you have any plans for the future that you want to share, go ahead and send us your letter to Time Traveler's mailbox. All you need to do is come visit us at www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave me a message on our message board with the title Time Traveler. Alright, we'll come right back after a song for All About Music Quiz Season 2 Benji Style. After listening to Baby I'm Worth It by Fifth Harmony featuring Kid Ink. All About Music and All About Quizzes, a great collaboration of music and quizzes. All About Music Quiz! There's something you guys need to focus on during All About Music Quiz Season 2. It's Benji's hint! I'm gonna be giving you guys a really critical hint, but there's nothing really set on what kind of hint it'll be. I'll be thinking about what hint to give you guys after listening to today's answer, so it'll be a very impromptu hint. Very Benji style, off the top, off the dome, check it. So make sure to look forward to my hint all the time on All About Music Quiz Season 2. Listen carefully, and once you feel like you know the answer, write answer on your title and post it up on our message board. As always, we have a lucky listener gift for someone who sends in the correct answer, and our AA Music Quiz present is Mika's album No Place in Heaven, provided to us by Universal Music. So, what is today's AA Music Quiz answer? Let me see what it is. Interesting. So, the format for today's answer is a term. It's one word. And Benji's hint. I'm just gonna use my hint to play a song that I like. So, there's a song called Loser. There's a song called Baby. There's a song called Bang Bang Bang. And there's one more song, right? So, PD님, if you play a song, I'll stop getting sidetracked today and make it feel like today's answer on the show. So, can you play Big Bang's song We Like to for us, please? Like to party, yeah. We like to party. Woo! Beat your body, yes sir. Yeah. Woo! 나도 죽겠어. So guys, did you get it? Today's answer was part of that song. It's that kind of atmosphere. It's like saying we like to 2 syllables. So if you know today's answer, write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. Now we'll listen to a song and come back with the second hint for AA Music Quiz. The song requested by Thailand's Kirina is 네가 제일 좋아 by Beast. We're back, and we just heard 네가 제일 좋아 by Beast. And now we're back to All About Music Quiz Season 2 Benji Style. So the first hint, we played a little bit of B.I.G. Bang's new recent song We Like to where the is the answer for today. And our second hint, When I think of this term, I think about turning up. I think about getting down. You know, I say, turn up the music, turn it up louder, turn up the music, I need it in my life, yeah. Because when you go to this term, you need music. You need fun. You need flashing lights. Because even from a long, long time ago, when people were in this kind of mood, they always like to because we like to starts with it rhymes with starty. No, it doesn't actually, just kidding. So if you know today's answer, write answer on your title and send us a message with the correct answer. If you think you know the answer, come to the Music Access message board at www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave us your answer with the title answer. Our AA music quiz present is Mika's album No Place in Heaven, provided to us by Universal Music. And before we move on, let's check out another song. The song is Wiggle Wiggle by Hello Venus. We're back, and we just heard Wiggle Wiggle by Hello Venus. Wiggle Wiggle. Sorry. I really like that song too. Alright, so now it's time for message time. And let's start off with Chandler Bradley from the USA saying, Benji, I've been doing lots of work recently, and I've been too exhausted to stay up and listen to you. During that time, it literally felt like something was missing in my life. I was so lonely, literally had to train myself again to stay up and listen to you. Now I've done it, and I have to say it was all worth it. You're still as attractive as ever, and I still love your personality. Hashtag binging on Benji and binging on Benji and hashtag BIG fighting. And we've got Isabel from the Philippines saying, just something random, Benji. I really like the fact that you sometimes read the messages from your screen and not from printed papers. Okay, that was really random, but yay for eco-friendliness. That's true. I think it's really fun because when I get the printed ones, it really is a very organized list. But then also going on the message board and just reading them is something that's really fun for me as well, you know, because I'm reading messages directly. And we have Renzi from the Philippines saying, hi Benji, how are you? It's good to hear your voice again. Haha, have a good day. I love you. I'm good, and it's great to hear your messages again. Love you too. We've got Joanna from the USA saying, hello DJ Benji and Music Access family. Loving all the songs on the playlist today. We'll all have an epic day and evening, DJ Benji and MA family. Much love from Joanna. That's right, I actually, of the songs we've played so far, there's songs I don't know and songs I do know, but I like all of them so far. They've all been so good. So, remember guys, side note, if you have any songs you want to hear, go ahead and request those songs by posting up a song request on our message board under the title Request. And we have Lorena from the USA saying, hey Bengers, I haven't messaged you in such a long time. With all these finals coming up, I haven't had time to tune in. The good thing is that the term is over next week, and I'm also going to do my driver's test this Friday, so wish me luck, Bengers. I hope you're having a nice day, and take care. Ooh, finals coming up. But at least it's over next week, so I mean, if you push this week, then hopefully by the time you get to next week, it'll be really, really good, and you'll be done. And then go and... oh, I almost gave it away. Go and party and have fun. It'll be super fun. I guarantee it. And we got Milborn Sanchez from the Philippines saying, hot afternoon to everyone, especially in the Philippines. We even got 41 degrees Celsius hotness. Whoa! That's hot! May I ask, what is the best thing to do during hot days? Because I'm running out of ideas. Ha ha ha. Thank you. Well, I'm assuming that you're not going to ask for, obvious ideas like, let's eat ice cream or, put your feet in cold water. So then what I'm going to suggest is what you should do is, firstly, one thing that I did a lot is, what did I freeze? I used to freeze a food and eat it because it was, take grapes and freeze them. Seedless grapes, freeze them in the freezer, and then eat them, and then it's really good. It's like eating grape ice cubes. And, you chew them and you get cooled down and your body gets cooled down. It's a great way to do it. Or you could, what else is there? You could also just, be cool like me, being cool, naturally cool. Sorry, Milborn, I'm sorry, it wasn't funny. But, the grape idea is something that I use in the summer to cool down a lot. I wouldn't recommend sitting in front of the air conditioner or a fan because you can get sick from that, going from too cold to too hot to too cool and hot all the time. So, keeping it chill, keeping it cool. Think cool thoughts. Think that you're cool. Wear sunglasses. You know what I'm saying? All right, and like Isabel just said something random, let's go to our screen and check out who is writing on our message board. We got Missy Fee from Malaysia putting up she got it. She said, so I put my hands up. It's another hint. So they're playing my song, the butterflies fly away. Nodding my head like yeah, moving my hips like yeah. Yeah, I got my hands up, they're playing my song, and I'm gonna be okay. Yeah, it's a blank blank, which is the answer for today, in the USA. You get it? Macy Fee, I see you know the answer. She's nailed it. We got Suze3022 from Singapore checking in. Kim Gia from the Philippines. Kihoon from the Philippines. Andy Pandy84 from Australia. Kim Gia from the Philippines. Kidinet of Thailand. Always got those great sound requests. And nailing it, we've got Darcy Ann Nace from Indonesia. Oh, it actually says you read message directly from the message board. It's a request. It says, hey, our Benji, you read many messages directly from the message board today. That's nice. Thank God. Not many spammers on Music Access, or you'd be dizzy looking at the same messages all the time on the message board. That's actually like kind of complicated because, there's people that send in multiple messages, and it's great, that people are requesting all this stuff. But then if you want your message to get read on the message board when I'm reading through it, put like a title as something very like unique. If you put it as something unique, then it definitely catches my eye, and then, we just go through it. Anyways, so thank you everyone for sending in messages and writing on our message board. Now let's check out a song before we come back with more. Adrian of the USA wants to hear 신발장 Shoebox by Epic High featuring Mike. And the song you just heard was 신발장 by Epic High featuring Mike. And it is almost time to wrap up our first hour. In the second hour, we'll come back with Kihoon for Obladi Oblada. It is a new corner, so guys, be excited for that. And so to wrap up things for the first hour, I will let you hear Forever by Haim, and I will be right back.
Not tonight, oh, not tonight. We tried to make it right, but together we saw the end in sight. I'm tired of fighting the good fight. If you say the word, then I'll say goodbye. But forever I see you and me. Forever I travel, you and I. No, I'll never believe in their insight. It's just another good reason to get it right. Forever we tried to make it right, but together we saw the end in sight. I'm tired of fighting the good fight. If you say the word, then I'll say goodbye. Forever I see you and me. Forever I travel, you and I. No, I'll never believe in their insight. It's just another good reason to get it right. Forever we try, forever we try. Forever we try, forever we try.
What's up? What's up? You're listening to Music Access on the second hour of the Thursday edition with Benji of BIG. That's me. And in our second hour today, we have our new Thursday corner, Obladi Oblada with Kihoon. So I'll be right back with him in just a bit. But before that, here's how you can listen and participate. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone and also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess and leave your messages there on our message board. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeon. Alright, after a song, we'll come right back with Obladi Oblada. The song is FM by Crayon Pop. There's always a lot to think about, to worry about.
Do I have to do it like that?
No.
We want so many things, but mostly can't afford them.
If we get pulled down by these thoughts, let's quickly think about something else.
It's all... sorry. It's all changed sometime. Our thoughts, our status, and even our cars.
Because this is not the end.
Obladi, oblada. I can't.
What's up, Kihoon?
Sorry guys, I can't sing. I'm not a singer.
You have to
Please
go with
understand.
the rhythm. Oh,
obladi,
yeah. Oh,
oblada.
yeah. Oh.
Anyway,
Alright,
life
so
goes on.
we're here with our brand new corner today. What do you think for the opening of our corner?
Oh, very classic.
It is classic.
Yeah, very the Beatles.
So you're gonna sing the next one, right?
I'll try.
Alright, we got him. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about this brand new corner and how you can participate in it in just a bit.
Yes.
But first, you have facial hair.
I do, actually.
He's growing like the whole like stash.
The stash.
What's up with that?
Nothing special. It's just I apparently look too young in the play compared to my other supporting actress. So the director told me, please, grow some facial hair to look older. That's the only reason. That's it.
He looks good though.
Do I?
He looks very George
I look very
Clooney
old.
Yeah.
I don't look old. Older.
I mean, they have something called 사극 here in Korea.
Oh yeah,
like
the
long time ago, traditional Korean drama. You look like a traditional.
Oh really? And ride a horse. Anyway.
Alright, so anything shocking to you over the past week?
I mean, I think the whole country knows about the disease that's spreading around and all these other news, but I don't know. For me, nothing was shocking.
Really?
My life was just doing plays every day.
What about for entertainment news?
Oh, everyone getting married?
Everyone's getting married.
Everyone going out,
Yeah.
seeing each other, falling in love. Whereas we're just sitting here like two lonely boys.
I'm not gonna lie. I was in a little bit of a panic after I saw the Taeyang Minhyun.
Oh, really?
Stuff. Yeah.
Were you a big fan of Minhyun?
See, that's what you would think, right? But
You're
I'm a
fan
huge
of-
fan of Taeyang.
Oh.
It's weird because like for me, like Taeyang was like my
Idol?
man crush. I don't know if I can say that. Like he was the guy that I really, really liked as a singer, looked up to.
Oh, really?
And he was he never really got into any like, scandals or anything.
Not at all. He was very clean.
And then boom.
Boom right there.
Boom, it just comes out.
Headshot.
And
I was
just
quite
like,
shocked.
Wow.
Especially Wonbin as well, getting married. I don't know.
You kind of look like Wonbin. Sorry, I
Don't
can't.
lie. Don't
I'm
lie
not
on
good at
live
lying.
radio, please.
Alright, so then but Taeyang Minhyun, not that much of a reaction for that though.
Oh, for me, not really. I was like, I mean, come on. Everyone falls in love. I mean, they're all human,
I want to be a human.
Really?
Because I'm an alien. Anyway. So earlier today, I actually talked about a scientific study. And it says you're twice as likely to have an early death because of loneliness in comparison to obesity.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
I so agree. Totally agree.
Are you lonely?
Every day.
Have you ever
Every
been so
day.
lonely you've been depressed?
Oh, I almost got to that stage. Like, almost.
Uh-huh.
Like, I felt it. I was like, am I getting depression? Am I about to suffer one? But then I got to that stage. But then, I sort of, controlled my mind,
I mean,
back to it. I came back.
If you put your mind on it, you could start dating right away, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's not that hard. But then the thing about relationships is, I want to do it because I really want to do it. You need that kind of genuine kind of driving force, not just to get rid of your loneliness. There has to be love in it.
You need to have real affection.
Real affection, real love.
So then, so who are you dating now, or who are you planning on dating?
No one.
Who are you planning on
I'm dating? What was it called?
This is my son.
Yes.
And we're still taking a name request, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I can't date your son. I'm not dating anyone at the moment.
Okay.
What about you?
Me?
I saw you the other day with a pretty lady just walking down.
Oh, you mean my mom?
Yeah. Oh, was she? Oh, sorry.
No, she's not actually in Korea. It's a joke.
Must
But,
be a manager.
as everyone knows, my focus is on music 100%. But, if you kind of divide it out, I put 50% into music access.
Only?
Maybe like 45% into making music and, all that stuff. So then, remaining 5%, we'll say, I'm putting aside for love.
Love.
Because, you need to have emotion when you're putting it into music.
Exactly.
So then, for you, as a hyung, as someone who's a little bit older than me, who looks maybe 10 years old, no, I'm just kidding.
20.
But 20 years.
Yes.
What kind of girl do you think I should date? Or what kind of girl do you think I would work well with?
What kind of girl? I think you'll suit a very quiet girl.
A quiet girl?
Yeah, very quiet, timid, shy, not very outgoing, because you're the opposite. You're very outgoing, active, you talk a lot, you're very, energetic. So maybe you need to meet someone who's the exact opposite.
Well,
because the opposites, they attract.
You believe that?
Oh, yeah, in a way. Because if you're both too similar, like, you might have, a lot of connections, but in the end, it sort of doesn't work out. Having like similar kind of, I don't know, likes and dislikes.
So then in terms of, if you could name a Hollywood actress that you think I'd work well with. Emma Watson?
Maybe.
Emma Watson,
Yeah.
maybe? I think that would work.
Only if she likes you, yeah.
For you, though, I feel like you'd work well with a very kind of a tall, statuesque girl who has a lot of charisma.
Like a model?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Or maybe
I'm not a big fan of models.
A singer.
Singer?
His face just lit up
Alright,
right then.
singer.
I'm like, he's like, a singer?
A singer?
So then, how about, who's your ideal type for singers?
Singers? I don't really have like a particular kind of ideal type, but...
Someone you like, just within the singers.
Singers?
Anybody.
I don't know.
Okay.
Do I have to pick one?
Yeah, just anyone. Who's the first person that comes to your mind right now? I say female singer, and you think?
Oh, I'm a big fan of Sister. All of them.
Yeah. All of them.
Like that kind of image.
Loving you.
Yeah.
That's Sister.
Loving me, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's got smiles on his face, his picture and everything.
That kind of style. I like that kind of style. Very cute and sexy at the same time.
But very kind of like ladylike. They're not quite the kid style, but grown up a little
mature,
bit, refined.
That woman look, very feminine. Anyway.
No, a long
stop
time
talking
ago,
about
I
girls.
went to the same shop as a sister, the same makeup area, and they do have a lot of poise. It's very true. They're very dignified when they walk around. Anyway,
Very confident. I like confident girls.
Do you like me?
Only if you're a girl, but yeah, you're a guy. Yes.
Anyway,
awkward. Nothing awkward. Yep.
Nothing awkward. So let's introduce our new corner, Obla Di Obla Da, to our listeners now. Can you remind our listeners how they can participate?
Yes, our Thursday corner, new Thursday corner, Obla Di Obla Da. When you feel like, life goes on, which in other words is Obla Di Obla Da. Tell us about your thoughts and how you felt at that time. It can be a sad story or a funny story. Just write Obla Di Obla Da on your title.
You say it very special.
Do I?
Yeah. You kind of roll it off the tongue. It's very thick.
How are you meant to say it?
Obla Di Obla Da. But you were like Obla Di Obla Da.
Must be the Aussie accent.
The Aussie accent.
Yeah, the Aussie. Obla Di Obla Da.
Anyway, so let's listen to a song before we move on.
Yeah.
The song is 네 팔자야 by 놀아줘. Oops. So the song you just heard was 네 팔자야 by 놀아줘. And we have Kihoon joining me in the studio for our new Thursday corner, Obla Di Obla Da. And the title we're using for this corner, Obla Di Obla Da, is actually apparently used in Jamaica.
Jamaica?
And just like the song, it means, oh well, life goes on.
It does.
Do you use this expression or believe in it?
I do.
Good.
I say that expression a lot. That's life.
That's life.
Such is life.
Such is life.
Yeah.
Very good.
That is life.
So do you think this is an expression that other people use a lot in daily life? The people around you?
Yeah, people around me only. I've never heard like other people say, that's life.
Such is life.
Mm.
Carpe diem. That's not. That's some. Is that?
That's different.
That's different.
That's enjoy the enjoy the moment.
Something like that.
Yeah,
I think so.
Live
in the moment.
Something like that.
Well, okay. Anyways, so okay. Why don't we take a look at how the lives of our MA family members are changing as well? But before we read it, can we get some music for our message, please?
Background music. Oh, we have Risa from Japan. She said, I lived in Korea for about 3 years and taught Japanese.
Nihongo.
I got close to a college student and we kept in touch even after I came back to Japan. Recently, I heard something amazing from her. She told me that she was getting married to a guy she met while backpacking in Europe. Wow. It turns out the guy was the son of a big corporate mogul in Italy. Oh, Italian. They fell madly in love. It was love at first sight and the guy proposed to her right away. Wow. But she said she had to come back to Korea to ask permission from her parents. So she told him that she would get back to him after speaking with her parents. However, the guy just couldn't wait, so he followed her all the way to Korea and got permission from her parents. They had a lavish wedding and moved to Italy, where they now live in a huge mansion with a working fountain and a garden. What a whirlwind romance, right? I guess we never know what's going to happen, right? Sometimes something like this can happen and your life can change forever in an instant. Oh, wow.
That's like from a movie.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? Backpacking, meeting the love of your life.
And he's Italian.
And he's rich.
Italian stallion, and he's rich.
And he's rich.
What more can you ask for?
I mean...
Because I heard that most Italians are very good looking. They're handsome.
You look a little Italian today.
Do I? Do I look greasy? Oh, not greasy, sorry.
That was... You should take... I apologize on Kihoon's behalf.
When I mean by greasy, I meant, like sleek. Like that kind of, sleaze.
He meant it in a good way. I meant it in a good way. I'm a huge fan of Italian culture as well myself. I played the violin. Of course, so, I know like ritardando, fortissimo, piano. These are all music related terms.
Okay.
Anyway.
I like the food. I like the food.
So, love at first sight and the guy proposing. I mean, there's so many twists and turns in this, Yeah. What for you? Has something ever happened to you or someone you know that was on the scale of a movie? Like Hollywood level kind of romance or eventful, anything?
Oh, not really. Well, there was one shocking moment where my best friend in Australia, he got married just all of a sudden, just randomly. And they only met for about, a month? And they got married.
Are they still married?
Yeah.
And happily?
I think so.
Isn't he your best friend?
I'm not sure because I don't really keep in touch with him anymore. But yeah, that was quite a shock. I mean, meeting someone for only a month and getting married.
That's fast.
Yeah, it's fast. So I was like, I really couldn't, comprehend it. But I mean, as long as he's happy and they're happy, I mean, it's not my life. But that happened. Like one of my close friends. So
life goes on.
That's life.
I mean, for me, my whole life is a movie.
Oh, really? Can you tell us one big story?
I went to Juilliard, dropped out, and became a K-pop star.
Wow, that's enough. That's enough said.
That's such overconfidence, such a Guido. No, but for real, for me, that was probably if I have to tell a life story, let's say I go to an event or something, and they're like, tell us a little bit about what your life is like, and, what events happened to you.
You can sum it up in one sentence.
Then, I was supposed to be a violinist. I can say that I'm supposed to be, maybe, to a certain extent. But...
Because you were very talented.
There was stuff going on in the violin area. And then, I decided to change roads completely.
What made you change, all of a sudden? Or was it like a sudden change?
It was a kind of time-wise sort of sudden, but kind of slightly gradual at the same time. Because, it's not, overnight.
But what was the main reason that made you change your direction?
It was two things. One, I just wanted to be a singer. I wanted to try it. Because I hadn't had a chance to do anything other than violin. And two, I had confidence in myself.
That I believed in yourself.
That was the big thing, believing in myself.
That probably was the most important thing.
And I bet this guy who believed in himself a lot, not only just himself, but her as well. Because think about it. She had to come back and ask permission from her parents. So she said she'd get back to him after talking. But the guy couldn't wait. And he believed in himself that she'd say yes. And he believed in her that she'd say yes. So he goes to Korea and gets permission from her parents.
I mean, you have to be very brave to come all the way to Korea and to meet, you know, your lover's parents for the first time. And like with Korean culture, they're very, in a good way, they're very, very stubborn, especially like our parents' age. And they sort of have that kind of slight barrier of, you know, Europeans, like other foreigners, like they're very, you know, centered per people.
True.
And like, I mean, an Italian coming to them and, you know, proposing, that's not an easy thing to do, but it worked.
It worked.
And they're living very happily.
So let me ask you then, would you ever, like, if you fell madly in love with someone, then she moved back, would you go all the way to that country to see her?
If she's not Korean, like she's a foreigner.
Well, whether she lives in Australia, nationality is not important in this situation.
I'm not sure.
Like, would you fly honestly, out to see her?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It could be like 50-50. I'm not sure.
Really?
Maybe.
Let's say you have time and the money.
Oh, if I had the time and the money, then yes.
What if you had the money but not the time? Would you sacrifice your schedule, some of it, to go see this person?
It depends how much I really love her. Like, I don't really believe in love. Do you?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Well, I don't believe in love yet. Not quite now. So maybe if I grow a bit older, like when I reach my 30s, my aspect might change.
And you'll fly
but
out
right now, I wouldn't do this. Like, go all the way to another country to, you know, get, you know, the girl's approval, the girl's parents' approval. I wouldn't do that. Because for me, work is more important. Work and time, whatever. My life is more important.
That's true. You know, as
it might sound a little selfish, but for me right now, work is very important.
I don't think it's selfish though, because in terms of this situation, this guy is the son of a big corporate mogul.
Exactly.
Which means to a certain extent, I'm sure he has a little bit of financial freedom, we'll say.
He does.
You know, and for us, we're working toward that in order to
quite
support.
Different.
You know, it's a little bit of a different situation. But, you know, it's true. Something like this can happen and your life can change forever in an instant. So, you know, Kihoon, be ready to catch that.
Yes.
You know, you might meet the daughter.
But I really envy these two couples.
Yeah,
I mean, wow.
It's actually a very fairy tale. Like, I still can't really believe it, but congratulations.
It just shows that, you know, nationality is not a problem when it comes to love.
True.
At all. It's just not a problem at all.
So congratulations, Reese's friend. Thank you, Reese, for your story. It was great. And now let's check out a song before we move on. The song is Bang Diggy Bang Bang. Oh yeah. By Yumire, Tiger JK, and Busy. Yeah. What's up? I'm Benji of BIG, and you're listening to Music Access and our new Thursday corner, Obladi Oblada with Kihoon. And we just heard Bang Twiggy Bang Bang by MFBTY, Yumire, Tiger JK, and Busy.
What does that stand for?
My fans are better than yours.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Really?
They introduced that on a program called Sketchbook. It's pretty good. You know that intro, you know who
that's the son.
That's Tiger JK's son.
Jordan.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Jordan. Are you chill with Jordan?
Huh?
Are you chill with Jordan?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in real life, but
you know Jordan wears Jordans, right?
does he?
He does. He wears child-size Jordans.
Okay.
Anyway, so before we move on, we actually have
messages.
Leon Tio from Singapore talking about our first message from Risa saying it should be made into a drama or movie. Wow, such a cool fairy tale like story. That is true. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I want to get married.
I'll play the Italian guy.
I'll play the girl.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look good in a girl.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I've never tried it on.
Have you ever grown your hair like really long?
When high school, I grew it about to my shoulder length actually.
Really?
Just because long hair was kind of the in thing for guys at the time.
Doing music or
just in general? Just in general. So, you know,
really?
I wouldn't cut it. And I have sort of semi-curly
I can't imagine
hair.
you with long hair.
It was super, super long, actually. It's crazy.
I should bring a wig one day.
You should.
And you should try it.
I look very pretty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't give me that look. You're giving me weird thoughts. Anyway,
so we have reactions to you being here.
Oh, do I?
Yeah. Want to read the first one?
Yeah, we have Thao Van from Vietnam. Hi, Kihoon. It has been a long time. How are you? I am great. As you can see, I've grown a lot of hair. Facial hair. for the past week, and I've been great, healthy, happy, and just doing my stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
We got Andrea Cat from Australia saying, looking good, Kihoon. You look savvy with stubble.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Mara from USA. I think Kihoon is cuter than Wonbit. Hey, don't lie. Seriously. Oh, yeah. I never understood why Wonbit was such a big deal. And Kihoon, you look very sexy with the facial hair. Not that it's really hard for you, Mr. Model. Oh,
That's
you,
true.
Mara.
You know,
Thank you.
I remember when I was a guest DJ a long while back. They're like, okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Thursday is Kihoon, who used to be a model. And then so I was like, oh my god, he's gonna be super handsome, and he's gonna have that poise.
And I disappointed you.
But it turns out, he was super friendly, super chill guy. I don't know about the model thing, but he's tall. No, just kidding. But I was really surprised at how chill you were.
Thank you.
It was cool.
Thank you.
All right, and we've got Maud from Thailand saying, to Kihoon, long time no see. I really miss you, and welcome to the new corner in MA. Can't wait.
Thank you, Maud. Hi.
Yes.
If you're listening at the moment. Anyway.
No, you have to do it excitedly. Come on, man. Hey, Maud. It's good to see you. Thank you for tuning in.
That
to
was
Music
so
Access.
fake.
That was not
Hey, man. Like this? Hey, man. All right. Sorry.
All right, so
Okay,
before
yes.
we read our next message, can we get that music one more time, please?
Shoot. Did. We have Danny from Vietnam. I was hurt a lot and went through a lot of accidents ever since I was young. When I was around 11, my face got burnt because I was holding onto a big package of matches and a lit match fell onto my hands. The flame shot up instantly and my face and my hair got all burnt. To prevent me from getting shocked, all the mirrors were put away at our home upon the doctor's recommendation. Thankfully, this happened during summer vacation. Although the doctor told me that I would have scars for the rest of my life, thankfully, all the scars are gone now. Wow, congratulations. In order not to have any scars, we had to keep peeling the skin off, which was very painful. But my mum kept peeling it away from me and knew that my dad always came into my room thinking I was asleep and cried. I was so young back then, so I didn't have any resentments about this sort of thing happening to me. And I knew that my parents were so worried about me, so I didn't complain throughout the treatment process. I think that's why I saw good results. I was innocent back then, so I didn't even know how to harbor negative feelings. That's when I felt life really goes on, and what goes around comes around. If you're good, you'll have good things happening to you. Let's try to keep our innocence that we had as a child, shall we?
Wow, this was actually also very dramatic. Thank God that the scars are all gone.
And thank you, Danny, for sending in this very
private
personal,
message.
personal, private, yeah.
It must have taken a lot of strength to send something like this.
Thank you so much.
But when it comes to an event like this, there's a lot, especially when you're younger. Kids who go through this, sometimes there's trauma related afterwards.
Exactly.
And then, but it looks like that you're doing well.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that now that you look back on this, you really, I'm not going to say you learned a lesson from this because that's a little weird.
Because it was an accident.
Yeah, but you have a viewpoint that was created as a result of this, that life really kind of goes on. And I think that's really great.
I love how it mentioned, if you're good, you have good things happening to you. I mean, like I said, in other words, good things happen to good people.
Mm-hmm.
That's my kind of saying. I say this a lot. Good things happen to good people. So, I mean, I think you're a very good person. That's why you recovered fully. And I like the fact that the feeling towards his parents is very grateful, which I think is a very positive.
I think so too. I mean, the parents must have been in so much, emotional pain as well, because having a child hurt is very dangerous.
Very.
When I was a kid, if I got a skin knee or something, my parents would take really good care of it, and then the mom's helping out with the entire situation, and
it
just
would have been very hard for the parents as well.
And one thing that I kind of thought about as I was reading this was, in order to not have scars, there was a painful process.
Peeling the skin off every day, yeah.
But that reflects in life to a certain extent, because a lot of life has to do with, getting hurt or having to go through a certain amount of growth. but then pushing through that growth leads to a better result.
Exactly.
And so, reading through this, it was interesting how I kind of thought of this in a kind of a different kind of dimension, not just in the kind of direct way of, oh, this is this, but, to a certain extent, how it reflects a little bit on life as well. In order to get to a better thing, there's a certain amount of effort that's required. I don't know if I can say that.
You need to overcome it.
Exactly. And thankfully, though, I feel like the situation worked out really, really well. And, the fact that you harbor no negative feelings, and then I like the fact that you said, let's try to keep our innocence that we had as a child. Because that's something
that is so true
that people actually don't really think about a lot. As we grow up and we enter college or we enter later life, the way we think is vastly different than that of a child, right?
You change a lot.
As a kid, if someone says, hey, you're stupid, I go, oh, he said stupid. He said something negative. But now we hear that and we become very much desensitized.
And we're like, yeah, like whatever.
That, right? And, it's not necessarily, I can't say that's a bad or a good thing, because just the way that life is, when you grow up and you interact with other people, a lot of how people interact and how people react to things is how they desensitized they are or are not on certain topics.
That's right.
Depending on how you meet with someone, that could totally change things around. That's actually how you get to know friends to a certain extent as well.
Exactly.
Just matching on certain points or not matching on certain points. And, it's a kind of a life thing to always, I think, once in a while, just look back and think, this was one of the things that I read this online and this really struck me. We live our lives now. For example, you and me, we're living our lives because we want to be successful.
That's right.
We want to have success.
That is right.
If we have a family, we want to be able to support our family. But then during the process of all this, one of the things I read online was, right now in your life, if your 9-year-old self looked at you now, would he be proud of everything you've done?
From that
of the choices you've
perspective
made.
Of myself?
That's something that I thought was really interesting and poignant, because honestly, there's certain decisions I've made in my life that I'm sure my 9-year-old self wouldn't approve of. But then again, when I was 9, I was 9. You know what I'm saying? There's a certain amount of innocence, but at the same time, you don't know as much about, life as you are when you're, for example, 29.
Exactly.
That's 20 years of life there. It's a lot of heavy stuff, man.
It is. It's very heavy. Like, it's not a light topic when you talk about life and all those things that happen to you when you grow up. Like, it could be like Danny, going through an accident, getting burnt, especially like on your face. But it's like, I think it's kind of these kind of experiences that you go through and you overcome that makes you into a better person. Like, it excels you to a different level where you see life in a different aspect. Like, even between your peers, they could be all same age, whatever, same kind of background, but you might be on top of them because of this kind of experience you encountered when you were young, and the fact that you overcame it in a very positive kind of mindset. I think you're just in a different level, because I went through a lot of even you Ben, I'm pretty sure you went through a lot of hardship during your youth when you were young, and I think it's those kind of moments that you need. I think of it as a need. You need
a necessity,
because you need to go through all these hardships, trials and tribulations to become a better person and to succeed in life. Because people without like hurts, like not experiencing these kind of like bad things, it's really hard to succeed in life.
And it's much more traumatic when you experience them later in life as well.
You need the negative side of your life to become
more positive, and look out for that.
Exactly. You need to balance your life out. Lifestyle out.
Thank you for your message, Jenny, though. It was a good topic of discussion.
Very emotional and very touching, and well done.
Congratulations. Congratulations. It's something I think a congratulatory message is necessary. And it is almost time to wrap things up for today.
Already.
So, what do you think about our new corner? It's still in the work. We're still, working things out.
It's in the working process. But, I just want to thank all the listeners for sending us, these very private and personal kind of messages, because it's not easy to open up your inner emotions and feelings, especially even though it's written in letters. But words, but I mean, it's hard to, open up. But thank you so much for opening up and sharing your kind of events, because, we're always open to, to hearing other news from you guys, and we'll work towards it to make it into a better corner.
And we'll make it brighter too.
Yes.
We'll be, serious when it needs to be serious, fun when it needs to be fun, and we'll turn up when we need to turn up.
Exactly.
Maybe. All right, so sending Kihoon out, we'll listen to Mr. Put It Down by Ricky Martin featuring Pitbull, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye, Kihoon.
Bye.
We're back, and we just heard Mr. Put It Down by Ricky Martin featuring Pitbull. And it's now time to reveal the answer for AA Music Quiz from the first hour, and the answer is... Party! That's right, party. A lot of people sent us the right answer, but our lucky winner for today is Georgia Fabellan Sanchez from the Philippines. Congratulations. Please send us a message with your name, address, phone number, date you were chosen, and email address on our message board under the title Winner. Our AA Music Quiz present is Mika's album No Place in Heaven, provided to us by Universal Music. And now let's check out two songs requested by our listeners now. The first song requested by Bangladesh's Shreya Talukder is Boyfriend by Boyfriend. And Philippines' Myself requested Bang Bang's Hagori by Electro Boys. And it's time to say goodbye. Our last song for today is Last Party by Mika. This was Benji of B.I.G. And as always, I'll be back.